Hello students, in my last tutorial I have showed you how to insert new rows and columns, deleting rows and columns, changing row height and column width in a table in Microsoft Word. So in today's tutorial I am going to show you how to format the table, like say applying the font colors, applying borders and settings, inserting pictures in the table cell, and merge and split cell features. So let us begin. Suppose say if you want to apply a particular color either to the text or a number, then what you need to do is you have to select that particular text. Suppose say I want to give a one particular color to this text. So first select the text. After selecting the text, you see this is a home tab and this is a font group. So under the font group in the home tab, you can see a font color button here. So just click on the drop down arrow of the font color option. Suppose say red color, simply click on it. You can see that particular text has changed into red color. Suppose similarly if you want to apply a color to the number, just select the numbers. Go and click on the drop down arrow of the font color button and you can apply one of the color that you want to put it. Suppose say if you want to give a particular color to the whole range of the cell, then simply select the whole row. After selecting the row, go and click on the drop down arrow of the font color button and simply click on the color you want to apply. Now you can see that the whole range of this row has been applied with particular color. Now next, say if you want to apply a color to the cell, or what we can also say is if you want to fill the cell, so you need to click on that particular cell. Now I'm going to change the group. From the font group, now I am moving to the paragraph group. Under the paragraph group, you can see a shading button here. So click on the drop down arrow of the shading button and choose one of the color you want. Just click on the color. You can see that that particular color has filled the cell. So similarly or in the same way, if you want to apply the fill color to the whole range of the row, simply select this row. After selecting the row, again go back to the drop down arrow of the shading button and choose one of the color, which the color you want to apply it. Now you can see that that particular color has filled the cell. So in this way you can try for each and every row given on the table. Now next I want to show you how to apply borders and shading to the table. So for that you need to go to the borders drop down arrow under the paragraph group. So click on the drop down arrow of the border button. Drop down menu, go and click on the borders and shading option. So once you click on the borders and shading option, you will see a borders and shading dialog box. We call this as a border and shading dialog box. Now you will see three tabs here: borders, page border, and shading. So if you want to give a border to the table, you have to click on this tab. If you want to apply the page border, you have to click on this tab, and if you want to give a shading to the table, you have to click on the shading tab. Now let us start with the borders tab. Click on the border tab and click on this all option. Now you from this drop down list you can choose the border style that you want to apply to the table. So select one of the border style. So here in the preview box you can see the styles of the border that you have used. Now go to the color option and choose one of the color you want to apply as a border. So you can see that the border has been highlighted with the red color. Now I want to fill all these cells with one particular color. So for that I need to go to the shading tab. So click on the shading tab and from the fill option you have to fill the color. So click on this drop down arrow, choose one of the color you want to apply inside the cell. Suppose let me choose a yellow color and finally click on OK button. Now you can see this is the border and the color that I have given as a shading is the yellow color. So in this way you can apply border and shading to the table. Now I want to show you how to merge a particular cell. Suppose say let me insert one more row above this one. So you have already learned in the last tutorial how to insert rows and column. So let me right click the mouse button and click on the insert row above. Now you can see that one row has been inserted at the top. Now I want to merge this row and make it as a single cell. So you can see there's 1 2 3 4 5 6 cells are there. So I will make these 6 cells as a single cell. So we call this as a merging of cell. So simply select the whole range of the cell. After selecting the cell, you can right click the mouse button and from the drop down list click on merge cell option. Now you can see that this particular row is now a single cell, and if you want to write anything else you can simply type it. Suppose say report card. So we call this as a merging cell. And finally I want to insert a pictures inside the cell. So for that you need to insert one more row. You can simply click a tab button from your keyboard or click on any of the cell, right click the mouse button and go and click on insert row below. I want to insert the row below, so click on insert row below. The new row has been inserted. So if you want to insert the pictures inside the row or inside the cell, go and click on the insert tab, go to the pictures or a clip art, whatever you want to use. Suppose say the pictures, and make sure that you should have a picture inside your machine. Suppose let me choose one of the pictures from here, a picture of a cat, and click on the insert button. Now you can see that the pictures of cat has been inserted inside the cell. You can simply drag it and make it small. So there's the fill handles, click on the fill handles and make it small. Now you can see here that the picture of the cat has been inserted inside the cell. So in this way you can insert pictures as well inside the table. So in this video I have showed you how to apply a font formatting, giving a shading to the shell inside the tables, applying borders and shading, and merging the cell. Hope you have understood it. So this is all in today's tutorial. Thank you children.